Right guys, we are here. I've completely cleared out the van. We are ready to strip out the flooring and all the shelving. This is going to be the big challenge because I glued a nut to a bit of pipe when I secured that under the van. So we'll have to work that out in a second. Might have to shear off some of these bolts, which isn't the end of the world, but
we'll work it out. We've got a grinder.
Yeah, the water tank's got to come out. Fencing, shelving, everything's got to come out.
Right, let me get a pot for the screws.
Yeah, get a pot for the screws.
Oh. Pot for the screws, my boy. Right, so that's all of the shelves ripped out now, apart from obviously the controller shelf. But this is what the back of the van looks like now. So you can see the water damage, which is completely and utterly normal. It's just a shame when they put these boards together. What is this, ply?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, when they put the ply together, it's just sheets of wood, but then they use an adhesive in between it, and unfortunately, water gets in there, ruins the glue, causes the wood to swell, and you get this. So, this is why we're going to treat it. You can't get rid of this or can't escape this. This is totally...
I'm putting the whole lot out.
Totally natural. Big man, am I explaining that or what?
No, we're not treating it. I'm pulling it out.
I'm
painting the metal.
You're painting the metal? Yeah, I thought you were going to paint the wood.
No, so the stuff is like, you know, like when you go to like a...
Straight to metal?
Yeah, when you go to like a train station, you get that grippy stuff on the floor.
Yeah.
It's like that, but it's paint.
That's quite clever. So yeah, so here we are. This is all going to come out. Tank's going to come out, drain that. The second-hand carpet we've got. 6-year-old bottles of water. We're going to get it.
This is proper rusted. Come get a shot of this.
This is the soft wash tank.
Yeah, so like normally you got to have a... You need to come around this side. No, you need to come around here. So normally you'd have like the pump would be connected to this, so it pulls it out. But like you can see how full it is. That should just
piss out.
Yeah.
You got something to push it up there?
No, well,
little skinny.
I've got something. But yeah.
You can use my drill, mate. Yeah, get a screw off the back of the van, yeah. Try one of these. Get a nice long one.
You like a nice long one.
Here we go, try this. Yeah. That should shoot out, shouldn't it?
Should do.
Oh!
Hey! There we go. Look, that's all corrosion, isn't it?
See, look, yeah, but that pump would have struggled now to pull that through, wouldn't it?
That's probably why it's been struggling. Where did that go?
Underneath that wood.
On the floor.
There you go. Right,
Crashing.
so that's soft wash tank.
Soft wash tank.
Draining.
Okay.
I'm going to get soaked. This is it, the start of the end.
No turning back now.
Flood the van, fuck it. Here we go. There's 250 litres about to come out now. Mate, that sun is crippling. So he's emptying the tank all over the van.
I might carpet the walls, you know.
Cool. Whose is that, mate? Whose is that? Alright. Sweet.
No turning back now.
Oh fella, done a soffit, sorry, a gutter empty. And the woman come out and she says, "Can you do my soffits?" I didn't tell you. She's quite a tasty old woman. She says, "If like, what can you do it for?" And I said, "I think it comes in about 175, so I can't really remember." She said, "I ain't really got the money, but like, I can sort you out, so I can give you a new pair of boots." I said, "Look, I don't really think I can do it, mate, to be honest with you." So I think I just drove off and left it. But yeah. Is that a bite on my leg? Can you see? Can you see that?
Dan with his snazzy new shoes. So let's get a close up.
What do you reckon, eh? Go on, the boy.
Some people reckon that he might be influenced by certain individuals.
Right.
He just looks up to him.
No,
like,
these
what do you have
ones.
to say to the people that think you might look up to certain people in your life and like copy their shoes and that?
No, I'd say they're bang on.
Let's go!
Is going through my pump, that water?
No, it won't. No, it won't.
No,
It'll be fine to go through your pump.
Hello!
You've got an inline.
So, the tank was 90 quid second hand, as you know. What?
Over here.
As you lot know. Are you mental, my boy?
Don't do it over the top of that because you'll get it all in your tank.
So, we're just cleaning up the bits and pieces now. We're going to re-PTFE it. Real PTFE, just to be on the safe side. So once you've got the WD-40, you don't want to go mental with this stuff, because if it goes on an O-ring, it makes them expand. And when you blow an O-ring, it all goes wrong. But not a lot of people know that. Not a lot of people know that at all. The best thing to clean, I learnt that from motorbiking. When you clean a motorbike's chain, people buy like WD-40 and that, but on a motorbike's chain there's O-rings on it, seals on each individual link. So when you spray it, the rings swell, and then when the rings swell and then they contract, all the shit gets in and ruins it. So the best thing to clean a chain with, if it's a rubber O-ring, is paraffin. But probably people don't really know about that, and there's a lot of idiots that will go, "No, you don't know what you're talking about." But listen, I learnt it from the extreme old boys that know what they're talking about. So, back off. Once I've knocked this fucking idiot out. Right, so we took all the shit off and we're left with this hole which we don't want anymore. So we've both put our willies inside of it, but we're bored of that now. So he's got an offcut of what? He's got an offcut of this Perspex, which we're going to use along with a CT1 type substance, but rather than cutting it with a multi-tool like he's done, I've got a core cutter to cut a disc out this side, one to one side, one to the other, and fill it up in the middle. Yeah? Right. That makes sense?
Probably don't need to be that big, does it?
No, but it's more adhesive, isn't it? It's got more
adhesive.
It's got more purchase, my boy.
Right, so like I get what you're saying. It's a good idea.
It's a fucking bet, mate. This is why I do the maintenance.
And the hole's right up against the flat surface, so doing it. That's the setup done, apart from a battery and water. So we cleared the tank. I'm going to wash him out. We sorted him out, didn't we? We put the tap on there, we took him off, we PTF'd him,
clean him up, put him on. We put the hose on there. We clean this up. This is kind of setting now. It takes a little while, and this is kind of setting as well. I'll be honest, I don't think this is any good. So what we're going to have to do is probably take him off and CT1 him, but we'll let him dry and test him. We run the hoses from the tank to the filter to the pump. From the pump, it comes round onto the reel. The reel, you see me obviously set it all up. I wanted 10 metres after everything else was left, and there we go. That's it, that's the setup ready to rock and roll. All we need to do now, I've got the heads in there for my thingy. I've got the walnut brush on there because I've got a solar panel clean. All we got to do now is fill her up with water, wash her out, buy a battery, fill her up, get some crocodile clips for the terminals on the battery, and away we go. Ryan's fighting for his life with the nuts and bolts.
Well, how would you get them on?
I don't know, let's have a look. Is there any heads on them to do, or is that they flatheads, coach bolts?
No, they're coach bolts.
So there's nothing there on him?
No. All I can think of is to... I don't even know if I'm going through it.
No, mate, look at the bit. You ain't going through nothing. That's a wood bit, isn't it? You've chewed all the teeth.
Yeah, but I'm running out of stuff.
Where's your grinder?
Welcome to day 2, guys. Dan's at a wedding today, so it's just me on my own, which is fine because it's like a one-man job anyway. So today we are going to hoover everything out. I'm also going to hoover the front of the van just because I've got the hoover out. Give this base a bit of a clean as best we can, and then paint it with the Protectakote paint, and then hopefully that's ready to ready for the water tank to go back in by Sunday, because I need it back in by Monday latest. So let's get cracking. You just reeled it up. You're not unreeled it. I don't really notice when Dan's not here. It's like almost the same person. Go on. So I didn't press record, but we've wet and scrubbed this, and obviously you haven't seen it, but I did use this tiny little broom bent over, which was not a good idea. So I'm going to rinse it all down now. I hope it comes up nice. Mate, that's looking quality. That's brand new. There's like, oh, that is dirt. Probably be able to get some more of this up, but this is like ground on. So we'll just paint over the top of that. I've got some towels, so I'm just going to give it all a little wipe over, help it dry a bit quicker. And then we've got to fill the holes, let it all dry out, and then paint it. So we are emptied, cleaned, filled, and I started sanding them, and it's just so long and I can't be arsed with it, so I'm just going to paint over the top of it. The holes are filled. I don't really know why I'm filling the holes, to be 100% honest with you, because I'm likely going to drill some more holes into it anyway. I'm absolutely fucking knackered today. So we need to do 2 coats of this Protectakote stuff. I have bought it in yellow for curbside, so we're just going to get going, see how it goes, cross our fingers and our toes and hope for the best. But yeah, it's fucking hot today. Absolutely boiling, and I've just noticed another little bit of that needs re-sticking. So I'm going to do that quick and then get painting. So there is, I'm going to show from the other side, first coat done. It says we can do the second coat as it's touch dry, and it is touch dry, but it's only been like 10 minutes. It's so hot out here today, so I'm just going to give it another half hour or so. It says 2 hours under normal conditions, but it is super hot today. The camera actually stopped recording because it overheated. So we're working with what we can work with at the moment. But even these like thicker section, let's see, look, that is kind of gone, not quite, but yeah. Anyway, half hour, we're going to do a second coat. Right guys, that is a second coat all done. I'm tempted to do a third coat, you know. I've had to nip into that second pot of Protectakote, and it's expensive stuff, and because I've opened it, I can't really sell it now, can I? So it's drying up nicely. Sun's still out. It's 3 o'clock. Do need to get everything back in the van now at some point. Well, not everything, but the window cleaning stuff definitely. But yeah, I've opened that, so I think I probably will do a third coat. I haven't gone over this wheel arch because that's where all the shelving's going. I have gone over that one, not that I plan on standing on it, but you can still see a little bit of the metal filler that I've done. So yeah, I think I'll probably just do another third coat, nice and thick, and then I can leave it for today. I've bought some, I'll show you, I've bought some new cabling as well for my battery, because I keep my battery under this seat. So I bought 15 metres of each, and then I can put that at the back where my bumper controller will go. We've got some hammerite paint for the frame. Yeah, I'll check in with you after I've done that third coat and show you the progress. Another day, another dollar, guys. We are back. Today's job is going to just be getting the window cleaning set up back in the van, because I've got to go to work tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing this in stages, but once that's in, I can sort of slowly build as I go. So the floor is like looking really nice. Really happy with that. I'm contemplating with not putting the ply back on the walls. I'm not really sure whether I should or not. I need to use some of the framing of the metal to attach the tank to the wall. So I'm not sure, but see how it goes. I might change my mind. I've got to cut the. I'm going to put some of this pallet material on the floor so that the tank's not sitting directly on the floor. I've done that before and I think it just worked really well. So I'm going to get that done quickly, and then if it sits flush in the corner where I'm putting the tank, I'm probably just going to like CT1 it to the floor. If not, I'll have to screw it to the floor so that it's secured properly. But once the tank's filled with water, it'll be fine anyway. It'll just be nice and heavy. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Oh, gone dark. See you in a sec. Mate, every time I order a tank, right, which has been 5 or 6 since I started this business, right, I ask them to drill a hole in another position and I fuck it up every time. So this was the original hole here, which they've filled for me, yeah? This is the one I asked them to drill, which is now there. So I'm gonna have to fit something here to stop it from wobbling around, and then the frame will have to connect to this maybe, and then it will come out around the top and we'll fit it to this bulkhead, I think. What a palaver. So we won't know if that's going to leak until we fill it up with water, but the tap's all together, so I'm going to work on securing this like a frame now. So I'm going to attach to the bulkhead even though it's not that strong, but we'll see what we can do. Right, so here's where we're at. I've I've just had to go to Toolstation to get some more bolts for this section. I've bought a range of different ones for the van mounted setup, but I wasn't sure what size I need, so I might need bigger ones for that bit. But yeah, I've just got back. I've mounted this section to the side of the wall and this section to the bulkhead. Then I'm going to connect this bit across the middle and hope that that holds 460 kilos in place. I've then got to install the double hose reel. Oh, you can't really see me, can you? Install the double hose reel down there. The holes should still be there, so that should be nice and straightforward. And then just connect everything up and find a spot for the pump and controller. So yeah, I think I'll probably put the wooden panel back on this wall, just because it's a bit ugly, and then maybe this one as well, but I'm not sure yet. So let's get this bit sorted. And right, so there we have it. That's just framed in. That's not going anywhere. Oh, what's that? That is the Cleaning Industry Awards Pressure Washing Company of the Year Curbside Cleaning winner. I actually dropped this, but here's a quick little advert for the Cleaning Industry Awards. It's something that I created, well, I came up with about 6 months ago. I've built the website. It is live and ready to go. So if any of you watched Jake Smout's stream, you would have seen I was on there, just throwing out the launch of it. It is completely free to enter. You have nothing to lose. It takes a couple of hours to put together a submission. Check out the videos on the website. The website is cleaningawards.co.uk. Reach out to me if you can't find it and I'll send you the link. But you literally have nothing to lose. We have 9 different categories, I believe, and it's open for even new. There's a category for new cleaning company of the year. So you've got overall cleaning company of the year. So if you're like me and you do a lot of services and you don't want to specialise in one, that's a great category for you. If you're looking to specialise in something, gutter clearing, pressure washing, what else have we got on there? UPVC cleaning, I think, window cleaning. Just enter one this year. It's completely free. Put together your entry, send it in. I'm hoping to do next year an actual black tie event at the end of the year where we announce the winners, which will be super fun. But I need your support this year to show me that it's gonna work, because it's a lot of effort. I won't be making any money off the back of that. It's just something that I wanted to do, which I think the cleaning industry is lacking. It will help you gain customers, help you stand out from your competition. There'll be 1 winner and 4 runners up per category. So even as a runner up, you've got that little bit of clout over the other companies to say that you are better than them. But right, I think that's all done. So I'm going to build all this now and then watch the tap leak. So I'm going to get the double hose frame back in, which is just there. This has all come out of the van. That's Dan's water tank there. We've got some more metal framing. This is the old tank, which is exactly the same size. All of this has still got to go into the van. I've bought these as well. I don't know if can any of you guys tell me if you do something similar. I've bought these little 2-litre tubs. They have got lids, which I'm going to dispense, say, different cleaning chemicals into. I'll then get a label maker, or I'll write on them what they are, and that means I can build a fitted shelf for that size tub. Anything I use lots more of, I might just stick to the 5-litre drums, but I thought it was a good idea. Does anyone else do something similar to that? Right, I'm gonna have a quick 2-minute break and then crack on. Right gang, we are getting there. Frames in, well, hose reels in. I've just had to order, basically it's 300mm one of these without the ends, so I'll just use 2 nuts to tighten it on each end for this bolt, because it wasn't long enough. I used to have one here and it was just a bit wobbly, but now it's solid, but I just want that extra corner tightened up as well. So I'm just going to connect everything up. I think I'm going to put this one back now, connect everything up, then go fill up the water tank and hope, fingers crossed, it doesn't leak. So we are all wired up. It's not very pretty at the moment, but it'll get me out of trouble tomorrow. I'm going to go fill the tank up, hope it doesn't leak. I will keep you posted. And yeah, I'm also going to pick up that extra long bolt for the corner of the hose reel. So I'll see you shortly. Alright, we are down at the filling station. And here we go, moment of truth. Is it going to leak? Is it going to leak? Is it leaking? Think it's alright? Alright, in a minute anyway. So when we get back, we will stress test the old hose and everything, because it's all a bit ranky. Might have to cut that bit down a little bit. So yeah, a bit dodgy, but we are running bare bones tomorrow. Just wanted to get everything set up. Hopefully. This is a little bit wobbly, but it's solid to the wall on both ends, so shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, let's open the old taparoonie up. Yeah, dry as a bone. Dry as a bone. Anyway, I'll check back shortly. Alright, just got to screw fix. And I don't know if you can see it from there, but this is leaking, only very minor, and I think it's just where that's not in properly. I couldn't get it in when I was doing it, it took me about an hour, so I'm gonna have to try and make do tomorrow, and then empty it and get some PTFE on it and see if that does the trick. Hopefully it does. Fuck no.